have what a few of us often call McCauley Moments, and it makes it very special living here.
Started this project.
We all know it's a rich neighborhood. If you're a visitor here, you know it's a rich neighborhood as well. We're rich in diversity, we're rich in cultures, incomes, even in the number of restaurants and businesses. And we celebrate that diversity. We celebrate in our festivals. We know that diversity from the neighbors who live on our streets or down the street, maybe even our neighbors next door.
I guess I chose to stay because I loved the life here. I loved the diversity of people that I was meeting. I loved learning about different ethnocultural groups. I learned. I then met John. We fell in love and we got married, and we had a decision to make. Do we stay here or do we move elsewhere? And we chose to stay here. But we've never had a dishwasher, and so
that's one thing we do together. But Kate's so darn busy. She's never home.
I just walk, and if I see somebody, I smile and say hello. And I've had some of the most precious, poignant encounters with strangers that I really cherish, and McCauley just seems to be a neighborhood where you can do that.
I do think we have to do a better job of getting the message out that this can be a very safe neighborhood to live in, and it can be a safe neighborhood to raise children, and that there's a lot of good work being done to make the neighborhood even safer.
We had lived here for a good number of years, and we looked at a number of different locations in the city, and we finally said, you know what, we're going to open it right here.
You know, the neighborhood welcomed us, and we've gotten an unbelievable amount of support from the neighborhood, and it is a destination area, and we get people coming from all over the city to come here. So it's been great. The renovation in the park several years ago, I think, made a huge difference. We've got playground equipment and a fountain, and we see kids out there playing soccer in the summer. It's huge. Also, just how many new young families have moved into the neighborhood. It's just changed incredibly the number of young children and families we see in the area.
We have our 4th annual Primavera Garden Festival, and we've had an excellent turnout, and the sales have just been excellent. We really appreciate the input.
It revitalizes the city, for McCauley especially.
I think it's neighbors getting together and having a coffee and some chat time, some mingling, good camaraderie.
It's very positive and affirming. Slogan contest, voting. So I have ballots here for people. These are the finalists out of the 45 or so ideas we had from the community. These are the final 6 that seem to be most likely to reflect the whole community.
We were really interested in the fact that the bridge allowed for such a different vantage point of the city. And that was honestly the main reason why. And then other than that, looking at unused spaces throughout the city and how we can revitalize them, because there's many spaces in the city that are underutilized.
The raspberries are totally a wall now. Yeah. No raspberries yet, just some buds.
And even the leaves stopped rustling. But a dinosaur can't stay still for long.
I was getting a job working at a church here in the neighborhood on Church Street, and it's just very important for us to live close to where I work, and we really like the neighborhood too. It was part of wanting to live in a community that had people that were struggling a little bit, to live in and among people and share life with them. And
we really wanted to live urban, and we wanted to live in a more multicultural, and diverse area. We wanted to raise our kids with just a broad worldview.
Can you tell Paula why you named him Bigfoot? Because he's little and we want him to feel big like the other guys.
I think it's a beautiful neighborhood. The people here, you'll live next door to a whole lot of different types of people. And
there are a lot of other families living in the neighborhood. So we always have our kids playing with other kids and other kids coming over to our house. And it's a great walkable neighborhood. So if one of your goals is to spend less time in the car, you'd be able to do that here.
Right. Ah! Buddy! Oh, you're too fast, Alfredo. He isn't very good at playing cards. He's showing all his cards. Iona, feel him right here on his back. It's boiling. I like the Italian Center because it's the closest general store, and I know the lady who owns it. Oh, Teresa Spinelli? You know her? Yeah, of course. Everyone knows who Teresa Spinelli is.
I love it. We choose to live here in McCauley. I mean, we could live anywhere in the city, but we just really love it. We love living in the neighborhood. We love the neighborhood. We love having a business here. We love the people that live here. We love that we're close to everything. Yeah, it's a great place to live.
Because see, when they're like this, they keep ripping off, they look old, and they don't look... È tutto andato bene per Kathy a Vancouver?
Yeah, tutto è andato bene, ma solamente che non ci vogliono 2 mesi che avevo passato qua. Much better to come better when I come in, because before there were not too many people, and very nice to come better that time.
Mm-hmm. Well, we love sitting in front of the coffee shop in the summertime. We love going to the park. We love walking everywhere. Like my son and I often walk from here to downtown and back. We love to eat in the neighborhood. You know, my whole life really is in the neighborhood. I mean, we do a lot of things here in the neighborhood. My son's school's here in the neighborhood, and it's a great, great school.
Have a puppy, he wants some.
Yeah, we play in the park all the time, right? And what about soccer? Do you like soccer in the park? Yeah. What else do you like?
Football.
Football?
That's my favorite sport.
Football? Well, news to me. We are like other people that live in other neighborhoods. We take care of our properties, we garden, we like to go to the park, we like to pick flowers, you know, we're like everybody else.
That's okay.
Yeah, you can see how tough we are to keep order.
Oh yeah, that's right, you know.
Unfortunately, it's a totally friendly, happy crowd, and so there's nothing to do. Just enjoy.
You just stand around and enjoy yourselves.
Yeah. Pretty boring if you're security.
Yeah.
A lot of coconut and sugar, so it's good for with tea or ice cream. Well, it's good to move here, make the community richer. You see the people, I think just like people, when you see, they say hello and know each other and share the, in the summertime we share the fruit, the vegetable or flower. Usually the senior, I met more senior. It seems like more senior around here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel I'm younger, but now it's, I see more young people come in and I become senior.
We are excited to host these events in McCauley, which is, I tell people, it's one of Edmonton's oldest core neighborhoods.
Morning, when a bead of water rolled into the earth, traced its way down into the dark between earth.
It's definitely changed, and my perspective has changed also from living here, seeing the changes with the revitalization program and working within the community too. So I have different perspectives. Being a resident, it's nice to be able to walk down the road and go to the Italian Center and Lucky 97, and I've noticed now that there's more events going on in the community, so that brings more outsiders into our community, and it's building. Sit. Down, down. Stay, stay, stay. Okay. Good girl. Good girl, Lulu.
down, right? So now that will be 小海鸥。
Well, it started off from the McCauley Revitalization. It's called the Celebrate in the Community, and this is one of the goals for the revitalization strategy to connect Chinatown to Little Italy.
And why is an event like this important?
It is just, to get to know your neighborhood, bring everybody together, because it's about this community, this business area, the residents, it's opportunity for everyone get together, and also this is also promote the different culture as well.
Important. This is the 5th year that the city put together so much efforts into revitalization of the area. So basically, we hope that by doing the East meets West, so we know that we can draw some attention to the city citizens and order to come to know about Chinatown and Little Italy.
You're gonna get hungry. It's gonna really make you hungry.
You're back. We're back.
Excellent. I enjoy it every year, so it's another chance to come and enjoy the neighborhood. It's an interesting neighborhood, a lot of personality.
Yeah.
I felt safe. The city police were always around. They're always doing their paperwork, or didn't matter. Nobody bothered us. Children kept to themselves. There was a lot of children though, because I had all my children, and then my grandchildren, and then their friends. So there was always a house full, sometimes 21 children.
Mm-hmm.
You would have loved my hallway because I used to have a lot of dream catchers in my hallway.
Do you like living here?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you like about it?
That I get to live with my grandmother and my grandpa.
Mm-hmm. Do you like going to Sacred Heart Church?
Yeah.
You like Father Jim?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody ready?
What do I say? I say I know everybody. Everybody knows us, so nobody bothers us really up until that time. And yeah, I feel safe here. Like I said, I raised my children in the first 4 children here in 106th and 96 till I moved to the south side, and I didn't like the south side.
Is that why you came back?
Yeah. Yeah.
This building was built in this area in 1947. It was built by members of Ukrainian National Federation, and we celebrate this year, or last year actually, 80 years of Ukrainian National Federation.
Because of the location, I think it's very convenient for everyone to come and see. And we try at the same time to promote this area too, because we could sell the building and move somewhere else, but we want to stay here.
When the money is gone, I'll be back. Whoa.
You put white tape on the middle of the
That means we're suddenly putting.
It's a nice neighborhood.
It's a nice neighborhood. We found a good house at a really good value.
Close to Commonwealth Pool.
Close to Commonwealth Pool. Heart of the City Festival. We've been to a couple of those. Hey, in the park. What's it called? Giovanni Gaboto Park. Giovanni Gaboto Park. Little Italy. I have no problem or no concerns that the children are in any way exposed to something bad. Bad stuff happens everywhere. There's a skating rink 2 blocks away with events going on there. It's a public community. There's the Boys and Girls Club nearby. There's schools and libraries and facilities, sports, recreation. It's great. Yeah, it's a beautiful space. I love this. We're gonna have a street party. I want to have a street party. Block it off there and block it off there and just rock it out.
I think it's a great community meeting place. I think it's something we should be proud of, not only for our community, but we have other people all around the community who want to come down here and spend family day down here, and I think it's something our community should be very proud of.
Just a little melted, I guess.
We could afford to buy a house here.
And it was close, like it was
Right.
pretty close to downtown.
I was working downtown.
We only had one vehicle at the time.
Yeah.
And so you were working downtown, and the transportation was really great to downtown.
Yeah. We did fall in love with the neighborhood.
It's fun. In some ways, it kind of feels like a small town inside
Yeah.
of a big city.
You know, if you want to get to know what McCauley's like, go hang out at Caboto Park for a Saturday on a sunny summer's day. You know, and that'll give you a really good flavor of what the neighborhood is like.
We could try the tire swing. No. This is how I get. That's how I get from place to place. Yeah. It's in a square. Hey, I was here. You ready?
So our kids are dealing with kids who are new to English, kids are new to this culture, and learning to work in that environment constantly. And that's the way the planet is headed. So, you know, we all need to kind of jump on board with that now. You know, so I guess.
Why we really like this tree is see these like weird dots right here? Mm-hmm. That shows that fairies live here. Yeah, I have this awesome fairy book at home, and it says that if there's a weird pattern of dots, then that tells you that fairies live inside. Right there. I gotta go down. Ah, it's wrong! I forgot.
Although the churches are of many denominations, they have much in common. They share a history of ups and downs as they encountered and sometimes weathered, sometimes not, the vagaries thrown at them by the shifting times and circumstances as Edmonton grew.
So that was something that was quite important in our lives for quite some time. So we're music jams here at our house.
Oh yeah.
So there you go.
There is a core of people who really feel that it's their community.
The roots are so strong here, where we have started 35 years ago and just living within a couple of blocks of one another. And it is very strongly rooted. It is our family.
People drive all the way across the city to go to places like Italian Center Shops and Lucky 97 and many Zoccolos, be part of many things that are happening in this community. And for us, it's there. It's part of our community.
Okay.
People are starting to move in, that there is some sense of identity of that this community is getting better. It is starting to improve, and people are seeing a sense of greater cleanliness. And from the facts of other individuals, I think based on what people tell me, I'd also comment that people sense that it's a safer place to be. That over that period of time that we've got a greater commitment to working on areas of reducing crime. I think that we have less crime overall in the sense of statistics, but I also believe that people have advised me that there is, I think, a greater degree of cultural experience people come to the community for, and that makes me feel really proud for the citizens who live here, the residents who really, and the business people who partake in that. That's very exciting in McCauley to know that it's starting to come even more alive.
You can come here for football, you can come here for food, come here for a visit, or come here for good. Come to McCauley, have a walk around, a world-class neighborhood just north of downtown.